Yeah, Tricia, the Republican National Committee sued back in September trying to get information about poll workers, like who they are, what they will be doing, and what their party affiliation is. Eventually, the county gave up the party info without personally identifying their workers publicly, and that just led to a second lawsuit from the RNC. The committee argued that there was a significant imbalance in favor of Democrats when it came to workers who would be verifying mail ballot signatures to see if they're legitimate and can be counted. The RNC claimed that state law mandates the number of Republicans and Democrats be roughly equal on all boards at the election office. Today, a judge rejected that argument, saying that these are temporary workers who have no power to change election policies, and therefore they don't need to be politically balanced. RNC Strategic Communications Director McGavick responded to this decision with disappointment.
At the end of the day, these are people who are deciding which votes count and which votes don't count based on verifying the ballots. So regardless of their temporary or permanent status, their positions are really important and they have a serious impact on the outcome of the election. So again, we disagree with this ruling and we're leaving all our options on the table going forward.
Now, we have reached out to Clark County to see if the election department or County Registrar Joe Gloria wanted to weigh in on this latest development in court. As of right now, we have not heard back.
So, Sean, what does this mean for voters at home who may be concerned about election integrity and whether or not their vote will really count?
Yeah, well, Tricia, it really depends on which experts that you talk to, but this is definitely going to be something that you want to keep in the back of your mind for after Election Day. This lawsuit is part of a national movement by the RNC, and they've taken election integrity victory laps when they've won cases in like North Carolina and Pennsylvania, saying Democrats just don't care about election laws. Political scientists, however, are warning that this could be another attempt to raise doubt in the election process in the event that Republicans lose close races, saying, for example, look, Democrats were in control of verifying these ballots in Clark County. There's got to be fraud,
right?
Even if there is no actual evidence of that fraud, like the days and months following the 2020 election.
All right, you'll